Hello and welcome back to another Keely Crochets video. Today we are going to be doing another 6-hour crochet challenge, finishing up the cardigan that we started in the last 6-hour challenge. I think we can get this finished in the next 6 hours. I am not a very fast crocheter or knitter, but all we have to do is the granny squares for the back portion and then the ribbing. So I don't think it will take that long. The ribbing works up pretty fast for me. But before we get started, I definitely need to refill my coffee. Okay, we have coffee, and I grabbed my glasses because I want to watch some TV, and I can't see the TV very well if I don't have my glasses. I don't know if you can tell, it is storming really bad out today. You might be able to hear some of the thunder, but it's just a really nice, cozy, rainy day today. So I think it would be a perfect day for a 6-hour crochet challenge. I also spent a couple of hours yesterday picking up trees outside. I don't know if you can tell wow. Anyway, I don't know if you can tell my allergies are really affecting me. I was picking up a bunch of the tree limbs that had fallen. I had been dragging all of those up to the wood pile and burning some of the brush that had fallen off the trees as well. So I'm sorry if I sound nasally today. Oh, I'm just seeing I need to weave in ends on this sleeve. I wonder if I have to do it on both still or just this one. Oh, I have to do it on both. No. Okay, so I also have ends to weave in, so that will take a little bit of time, not too much time, though I don't think. I'm really excited to get started on the granny squares, though, so I don't want to do this part, but I need to because I know I don't want to, so we need to get it done. Oh, I have to get a needle to sew in my ends. So I thought while I was weaving in my ends here that I would tell you the story of our goat Lucky, the goat that's up at the hospital, the animal hospital. His name is Lucky because the farm did I lose? Uh-oh. I have made all kinds of a mess. I've lost my strings. Let's see. I'll find those again later. Oh well. Anyway. Lucky is a mini La Mancha. I will put a picture of him on the screen or videos somewhere on the screen so you can see him. So he got his name, Lucky, from the farmer that he was with before my husband and I. They decided to name him Lucky because they thought he was dead at first. When they first found him, he was rejected at birth and smashed into the dirt. And luckily, the farmer he was with saw him blink and she decided to try and save his life. She nursed him back to health, and I think he spent some time inside with them while he was a baby, while he was getting nursed back to health. We thought the name Lucky just fit him so perfectly with the way his life started, and it's proving to be even more accurate to who he is today. So what's going on with him right now, from my understanding, it can happen to male and female goats, but it is more prominent with male goats. So what's going on with Lucky right now is he is having bladder stones, and he's having to have multiple surgeries to remove the stones in his bladder and from his urethra. So I'm learning a lot about bladder stones in goats. Unfortunately, I did not want to have to learn about this the hard way, but we are. Luckily, we have a great care team up at the animal hospital that's taking care of him. So this is his second trip up there, actually. He came home and ended up getting another stone stuck just shortly after. But he is up there again, having a couple of surgeries to remove those stones, and we should have him back here soon. He should be having a scan here in the next day or two. He was supposed to have it yesterday, and then they weren't able to fit him in yesterday. So it should be getting rescheduled here soon to see if the blockage has been removed or if he will need the second surgery this round, which will technically be his fourth surgery, fifth operation for this entire process for him since this started. So we can move off of the sad topic. I just thought I would update you while I was weaving in the ends here about how he's doing. I will keep you updated next week. He should be home by the next video that I put up, so hopefully I will get to give you good updates and let you know that he's home with us. I think that is probably enough chit-chatting for now. You've listened to me long enough, so let's get into the video. I forgot my timer, but it has been about half an hour since we started. So I'll just start a 5.5 hour timer.
5 hours and 30 minutes, starting now.
There we go. I will keep weaving in the ends here. And I'll check back with you in about 30 minutes. We'll just do hour-long check-ins as I go through here. So I will start something on the TV and then show you an update here in an hour.
I told my friends about it, and they're like, "You really gotta apply." And then just kind of sat back on my for a couple weeks. It's just like, well, she said something, she's like, "You
Okay, we are an hour in, no more weaving in ends. It's time to do the granny squares for the back. I'm not sure exactly how wide I want the granny squares to be. Let me lay this out here. You guys probably won't be able to see it. I'm going to lay it out in front of me really quick and see how wide. That wide. So, timer is going back on. I'm going to start figuring out what color order I want to do my granny squares in. I'm probably going to do them different, like different color orders, start different in the middle, work my way out differently. But I will figure out what colors I want to use for the granny squares, get those started, and then I will come back and show you some progress here in a little bit.
The timer has about 4 hours and 39 minutes to go.
Okay, I am 2 hours in on the timer. It is a little bit over 2 hours as far as real time. I've had to pause the timer to take the dogs out and eat lunch, things like that. But we have 4 hours left. I believe when I paused the timer, it was 4 hours, 1 minute, and something like that. So I am just weaving in the ends on the granny squares, and then we can get started putting the granny squares. What? Oh, I think I just didn't put 2 stitches in between, so it's a little odd on the corner. Anyway, you okay? I am going to weave in the ends, and then we can sew the granny squares to the cardigan, just depending on how long the ribbing takes. I think we'll be able to get this done in the 6 hours that we have for the challenge. But I guess we will find out in this video if I'm able to get it all the way done. I thought about even putting little granny square pockets on the cardigan. I don't know if I would like that or not. I might have to hold one up to the cardigan and see what it looks like first. But I've seen a lot of other people put pockets, like granny square pockets, on their cardigans, and I think it's really cute. Let's see. It'd have to probably be a little bit bigger than that granny square. It's probably a little bit busy. I'll see what it looks like on camera. But that feels like a lot to me, especially with the color changes on the cardigan already. I have a lot of Christmas presents that I have been working on. I've started 3. I have, well, finished 1. I have 2 in the making. And then I have 1 more I need to start. But I can't show those on here just yet. I want to make a whole Christmas gift video and show you all of the Christmas gifts that I have made this year. So I will probably make a video and then upload that sometime after Christmas. I just think that the gifts that I've made are pretty personalized, and I think it would be easy to tell, or at least easy for the people that the gifts are for them to tell whose gift is whose. So I want to try and keep that as much of a secret as possible. I am really excited though to make a video about the Christmas gifts. I think that will be really fun. Oh, and I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has watched my videos, and especially those of you who have subscribed. We just reached 50 subscribers here on YouTube, so that is really exciting. It just means so much to me that 50 of you want to watch my videos. I know that that doesn't seem like a lot, but it means a lot to me that that many of you want to keep watching my videos. But yeah, it's just really cool to me. This is just something that's been a hobby of mine, something that I've always really enjoyed, and just getting to share it with other people and that other people enjoy watching it is so awesome. So hello to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, and thank you so much. So I am going to take a little break to drink some water, just have a little bit of a stretch, and then we will get back to it. I am back. I have my emotional support water bottle. My mama and papa got this for me for Christmas, and I use that like every day. So I'm sure they're watching. So thank you for the water bottle. I love it. But Let's get back into weaving the ends into these granny squares so that we can sew them onto the cardigan. Need to restart my timer.
4 hours, 1 minute, and 18 seconds, starting now.
Okay, you heard it. 4 hours, 1 minute left. Let's keep going. So much for weaving in the ends. I just cut it off. Let's just hope that doesn't work itself apart in the wash. Sometimes. Now, where did I put the needle? I know you saw where I sat it down. Where did I put it? There it is. A little fun fact about the yarn I'm using. This is actually leftover yarn from a blanket I made while my husband and I were on our honeymoon out in Colorado. I made a little mountain landscape. Sorry, my dog just fell off the chair. They're always doing something in the background. Anyway, it's a mountain landscape blanket, crochet blanket. I do have a video of it up on my Instagram. I could show you, but it's huge. So I don't know if I want to get it out right now. I've got everything set up and we're doing a challenge. So we need to finish that first. Oh my gosh. I know, the fly's annoying me too. There's been a fly flying around our house for a couple of days and we cannot get it. Both of the dogs have been after it. Second granny square is finished. So I think I said it already, but we are doing the version of this challenge where you pause the timer. If I didn't pause the timer, I would not be able to get this challenge done. I get too distracted and the dogs need to go out and things like that. So I would not get much accomplished during the time that we have set if I was not able to just pause the timer, start the timer while I'm crocheting. But can't tell which side's the front and which side's the back. I guess that's good. Got 3 granny squares finished. Okay, all 4 of the granny squares are finished. So I'm going to lay out the cardigan, decide where I want the granny squares, and then we can decide where I want the granny squares, and then I can pin it together and we can try it on and make sure it fits the way we want it to before I sew the granny squares on. I am back. It's the next day. I did spend last night a couple of hours that I did not film sewing together all of the granny squares and getting them on the cardigan. I actually ended up having to make one more granny square than I expected. They didn't quite reach as far as I thought they would whenever I first was counting. This is what it looks like right now. I don't know if you can see, I started just a portion of the ribbing around the collar. So we're getting going on that. We have about an hour and 40 minutes left. I think we could finish the ribbing in that amount of time. So see if I can get this on or not. So this is what it's looking like. We just need to finish the ribbing. I think it looks really cute, especially the back. The back is my favorite part. I didn't think that the granny squares would turn out looking so good. So let's restart the timer and get working on the ribbing. All right, we are about to start working on the ribbing. Like I said, I have a small section already started here on the back part of the neck. So next we'll be working down the left side of the cardigan here with the ribbing. So nothing too exciting here for a little bit. We're just going to knock this out, probably watch a Passionate Kelsey video. I'd like to get caught up on some of her YouTube videos, so I will watch those while we're working on the ribbing. Also, don't mind all the blankets on the couch. I gave my dogs a bath this morning, so the couch is covered in every blanket we own. So I just got off the phone with my mom. I was working through the ribbing while I was talking to her. We're just under an hour right now. I have 52 minutes, I think it said, left. It's not looking promising that we'll get completely done in 6 hours. Let's see. You can see I've made it to the bottom here. We're rounding that bottom corner. So I would say we will probably end up having this whole side probably left to do whenever we finish the timer for 6 hours. But I'm definitely going to finish this one on camera. I know I said that last time. This time I'm actually going to finish this all the way on camera. Even if it goes a little bit past 6 hours, I want to be able to show you what this looks like finished. I'm going to take just a little bit of a break, give my eyes a break for a minute and my hands a break, and then we will just really lock in whenever I come back and see how much we can get done in the next 50 minutes. All right, well, the timer just went off. We did not quite finish the ribbing around the bottom. I don't know if you can really tell where I got to. It's all curled up. Let's see. There we go. So I almost made it to the other side. I've got a little ways left to go. And then I will also have to go around the front on this side as well. And we are actually playing a little bit of yarn chicken because I'm running low. So hopefully we can at least make it to the bottom corner here. And I thought maybe we could use this navy on this half. I don't have enough, I don't think, of the navy to go halfway, like all the way around to the back on the bottom as well. But I think I have enough to at least make it all the way up this side. So maybe we can do a little half and half look on the ribbing if I don't have enough. We are just trying to use up the yarn that I have left over from the blanket that I made. I've even been tying scraps together to finish the granny squares because I didn't have quite enough. We are running really low. This is all we have left from all of the yarn that I started with. I think, I can't remember exactly how many full skeins I had, but I had quite a few, maybe 8 or so that I started with. Full or almost full skeins, and then a few little partial skeins. And then whatever's left over, I'm assuming these will be left over. We will have to find something else to do with those. Might be able to make a matching hat, or I don't know. This might be a little thick for gloves. Not enough for a scarf. I'll have to find something to do with these little pieces that are left. So I think had I not taken the time to weave in the ends from the sleeves in the beginning of this video, I probably would have been able to finish the whole cardigan, the ribbing and all, I do still have a few ends on the inside to weave in, but I decided to leave those for now. That way I can finish the ribbing and see how much of the actual cardigan I could finish. The sewing in the ends is just really boring. So if I could fit in some of the fun stuff to the actual 6 hours, I was trying to do that. So maybe we set a timer or a stopwatch and see how long it takes to finish the rest of this. It will still be a 6-hour challenge, but that way you know exactly how long this took me to finish up. The goal is to get this completely finished by tonight and have it done. I might still have some ends to weave in, but I do want to have the cardigan as a whole finished this evening. So I probably won't do a whole lot more talking. We're just going to knock the rest of this out and I will show you the finished product. It is the next day. I did finish the cardigan up last night. I worked until about, I think it was 9:30 when I finished. It did take me about an hour and a half to finish up the ribbing. I don't know if you can see here. I did end up having to go with a different color on this side like I thought. It made it all the way down to the bottom here where it switches, but I was able to get it all the way down the side and partially around the corner. I just really underestimated how long it would take to do the granny squares and weave in all of the ends from that. I have done the granny stitch before, but it was all one color. I've never done a granny square, even that's all one color. So that was new to me. Just looking for toys, so if you hear noises. But so the granny squares were completely new to me. I had no idea how long it would actually take to weave in all of the ends from all of the different color changes. So I think that had I known how long that would have taken, I probably would have not been weaving in ends during my 6-hour time. But we learn as we go. It was definitely a good lesson for me to learn color changing and how long that takes. I have done tapestry work and quite a bit of color work, but it's usually when you don't have to weave in ends or the ends are few and far between that you have to weave in. You're just carrying colors for the most part. So changing colors so frequently was hard for me, and I probably would have been able to carry more of the colors. What do you need? Which one? Ice cream? These one? Okay. Sorry, she has to find the exact toy that she wants. She has a ton of toys in a huge basket, and she knows exactly which toy she is looking for. So we will spend forever looking for that if I don't help her sometimes, tearing every toy out of the basket. Let me spin around so that you can see the back. But I love it. I think I will actually end up wearing this out. I think I need to probably do a little bit of blocking for the ribbing. It turned out a little bit more scrunched than I wanted. I'm constantly trying to pull it down so it's not riding up. It is supposed to be kind of cropped. So I knew I was going to not have much yarn, so I wanted to do something a little bit cropped and use a little bit less yarn. I also don't know that I have any cropped sweaters or cardigans, so this will be fun. So that will complete the 6-hour challenge. It did take me roughly 7.5 hours to totally complete the sweater on this stage. I had so much fun making this video. It was a little bit of time for me to spend making something for myself. I've been really working on Christmas gifts and things like that. So to prioritize something that's for me has been really fun. I'm trying to kind of grow my Keeley Crochet's wardrobe a little bit. Just things that are of my color, my favorite color. And I think it would be really cool to be able to wear some of my handmade pieces in my videos. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next week. Bye.